Be tutual Acholi in Lakwed TV kuno kinero matini ini wan watio again maki watching watch along any no one wabinen wunu dilu kachel ngeni gwa won jom kene mano gwa tiki dero mano gwa tiki neno ko bir ini wan wabinen wunu kachel ci man anything gen matika time futian ma chel ma watika timo man Lakwed TV ci man ini ki watching watch along actually ku bid ini team megi watika neno captain au court jemba ka chel ki captain pa Bunyoro gitie ma officials metoro gitika lock kon gitika kwanyo yung kwena ma mer ngara chele berie aya kombiti bedon gen go bino ma neno go chungo mabe gitika ma chel man enoni chel mano captain mako ki officials me togole enoni man ene gen matika time Lakwed TV kinino matini an kono wunu nge mabe ni niano matini no mire wan waberu wunu live ma wabet ka YouTube botu togole enini mano chil wang dano timaneno ento pitian lok mano cham mukene kupe ki lok me copyright pedo lare dak bene fufa peo meruki miu tuero machalo kama enoni chi food wan wabineno kaka ini live kono togole en matika watika neno line up Acholi watika neno dano chan Derek tie watika neno Court Dennis Tube Rogers Ochara Walter Win Ronald Okot Felix Matt O'Brien Kasim watika neno Hudu Muliki watika neno bene dar makilwono to Isaac ke watika neno Yela Dominic. Yes, so line up Acholi tie ber matek aya Bunyoro be waneno dar makilwoni Kimera Abdul ma ene goalkeeper watika neno Jasper Haebwa watika neno Gift Fred watika neno Dudu Ramadhan watika neno Mungu Jakisha Katerega kidong mukene bene tie maduata man kono wati live gulu kineno matini kun watika timu gen makilwoni watch along man petian ma chiel watch along ko tian lokani wan wabiber kaneno dil ka chiel ana be mi botu kid mano to tiga wot kere kineno matini dano kono tiga be ko to matek tutwal ma tugule enini wa dano politika bikoni Acholi ne chalo umaro loyo pole dano tiga wachini Acholi guak beloyo ario nil aya perino tuki koko chot perino koko waneno Bunyoro go tero dilo gitiga riemo gisaid ma mek wa chot man okay defense tima teka kenyo okudilu karo goal kick o point 12 eyo onodong bero liek tutwale onodong bero liek tutwale ka gen gotu chako dilu ka man chi gotu moro botwa nodong liek ka gwakonyo in ma iningeo gulu kit mano tikere team pa Acholi goal post ma megi tiu dak yung side mete guana ka kono Bunyoro kitika mori side mo dak yung ilukung eyo aneno dilu karo captain tika bolo dilu jemba o bolo dilu kenyo o no la wor kenyo aya nyeri tika cherko dilu nam gomarach kingora offside ka kenyo chidong man ene kama man kono tirni papata tie Acholi kai nen go to achel chi Acholi bi waro ki togole enini eto kago togo 0-0 soro timakija kago togo 0-0 minority and local go bichero penalty kick out mano inino ni la loiro binonga kikono Erko bera chel chi peo beberu yot twal to tika meta nyim waneno ko biri inini throw in pa team Acholi aya nama Rio kenyo aya oh Bunyoro dak dilo charity bot goalkeeper chi mio peono wi striker mamegwa okay watika mete wachera nyim watika neno defenders mamegwa tikitika clear yon dilo mabed twal nama dego to matek clear yon dilo manoti yeo okay Acholi kono Acholi province guru Jazzy Machol chol chi ki yung iye ma bino yung kak pen ubero tie ma ubero yelo ento Jazzy tie Machol Bunyoro kono giti goro kala ma green ma bene kore tie ubino yelo ki kore malo chi man ene to matika time kini an matini okay waneno dilo timu karwaro Bunyoro yobe bay iye okay waneno bene yung chel okay dilo timu karwaro okay Bunyoro clear yung dilo ka kenyo ento na dong dano mamegwa cher marach twal aneno bene kipa mamegwa kyo dilo magichwala nyim bot striker pa Bunyoro eno to gi clearing ochot maro ka to gi gwe ne wara okay Acholi tika tur mabe no fudi foot pia maro maja ye gitu tur mabe gi chwala dilo nyim kenyo ngoma tika timeka kenyo okay throw in pa Acholi okay nama biero tika timo kenyo tika pa mabe ritual o pa mabe aya chwala dilu kipa ba Bunyoro o tuge kwanya ne ni quick ke kenyo okay goal kick kai neno kono dane bene popong dak mara chutwal kai neno kin makor beri tikere onne ramo bi koni gwagonyo dano pe bi bero kolo I tugoli eni ento okay kipa mamegwa marodil ka kenyo no Bunyoro Real Madrid to alio I goal post mamegwa waneno koja kena tiga lok ka kenyo tika chimo peny mapeyot okay waneno tugo tiga mete cheranyim kuno odilu kipa referee ayo tero but kipa mamegwa midfield watiga losing odilu pange tian lokke ento dilu foot petika mako tian ki mabe to twal ka kenyo kono ba fwara ci eni dong mir po be chalo pa foya wayno taj raja okay to tiga mete chera nyim fudi jemba tigi throw in ka kenyo okay clearing ka kenyo chwalo dock board defenders mamegwa nama beach kinama ngwen gitika poko dili kengi ki goalkeeper okay all right in magwako nyo tika winyo wake wako ka kenyo tini bene nino pa mapenduzi man foundation mamege en tiga launching ti dano bene ti ba maduong ki gumaraj bene en ki kot gi ngo gini miyo dong pedong waramo poke wuno machiar ka nyuto en jam egoni oli weng ki botu anena Acholi tiga ngwej mabe titwal aya Acholi kenyo I box pa Bunyoro aya kenyo ki gumaraj Kigo Maraj, Odilo, Tie, Madong, give me a free kick. Down wait and get money, can you? Yes. And then down to line, can you will stick away? CEO will stick watching live from Entebbe. Actually, is going to win the match. Yeah, enoni anatio kiri machung nirit mangeni omaro. Time ben en kama eni waker wuno ni ye mamegwa ena yo bedla mal. Ti an atigi ye ikom lokeli enoni. Abikelo duan tukumano tiga tukika kany. Wek bene wun wing ngoma tiga time kini matin inini. Okay.
Academy Chirika played for Azam, which is now defunct, and of course, Chiwanga played in the Masaza with Butambala. That is where Proline spotted him from, and right now he is amongst the Uganda Crane squad that is getting set to take on Tanzania in the CHAN qualifiers. 8 minutes played here at the Peche Memorial Stadium. Fufa Dram round of 16 return leg action between Acholi and Bunyoro. It is still goalless. Let's see what will result from this free kick. Quickly started by Felix Okot to find Dennis Okotola in the middle of the park here. Slots it back. Acholi here trying to find a quick one to ensure they get the advantage in this encounter. Brian Ahebwa dispossessed. Referee says there was another push and it's a free kick. Foul committed on Brian Ahebwa. And again, it's a free kick for Bunyoro province.
A breather there for Bunyoro province to ensure that they get the ball going into the opponent's half, which they exactly want. Numbers in the midfield ensuring that they get more of possession and creative chances for the striker up front.
It is the Fufu drum, and of course, it's all about celebrating ancestry. Hood Mulek in the middle of the pack for Acholi. Loses possession in a very sensitive area. Chance here for Bunyoro. Let's see what can come up from this. Trying to beat one. Correctly defended by the defender, Ochora Walter.
Is here in
the heart of defense. He was part of the Acholi team that won that drum trophy in 2019, beating up on Bukedi in the finals. Goal kick quickly started by the experienced group at Derrick Ochan to find Owini Ronald Agenga, a player from Calvary. Finds Ochora Walter, launches a long one. Greatly defended away by Dudu Ramadan. In possession is Bunyoro in the middle of the park. Highly anticipated tie. It is, and so far, it is what we are experiencing. Gift Fred launches a long one, trying to find Karim Dugwa. Pressure here. Great piece of skill here from the gentleman on your screen, the jersey number 13, Atumbe Rogers. Finds Okotola, launches a long one in the middle of the park. Acholi, player broke down. Referee says it is a foul and a free kick. Ojok Adewo Gracias on your screen, formerly at Bull, now at Tusker, the only foreign-based player here in this encounter. Chance here for Acholi. Possession lost. Brian Ahebwa on the move, trying to beat one. Brian trying to go past Dominic Ayala. Slots in the middle to find Jackie Shemungu. A long one in the wings. Dispossessed. Let's see what the referee has to say here. Referee says it is a goal kick for Acholi Province with just 10 minutes played at the Peche Stadium.
Good call there from the referee because he was sensing that maybe Senkawa wants a foul free kick for the team, but it has not happened. Maybe they can find another way into this game, but it's only 11 minutes into the game. Maybe they can find a way in the coming minutes.
11 minutes into the game, a highly anticipated encounter here between Acholi Province. A chance here from distance, tries to go for goal. The ball just goes over the bar, rather miles away for a goal kick. That was a very fabulous idea. Cabon leaving, a player who turned for URFC in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League with the first serious attempt. Unlucky for his attempt to go miles out for a goal kick, but that was a brilliant idea from Cabon Living.
That's a plus for Bunyoro because they're attacking on the front foot. Now actually don't have the errands to run in their midfield or in the attack because Cabon Living, Karim Ndugwa, Brian Ahewa, and also Jose Kaba on the left are running the errands on them. But they need to find a way because if Cabon Living gets on the ball each time and gets that shot, it may result into danger for them.
Beautiful encounter we are witnessing here. A long one here from Walter Acholi, but again intercepted by the clever Bunyoro defense. Bunyoro on the deck in the middle of the pack, trying to find Karim Ndugwa. It is Karim Ndugwa versus the skipper. Ball cleared away. A long one here, trying to find the striker. Just here, but the referee, rather the assistant referee, had already raised the flag for offside. Big chance it is from the big man on your screen. That is the linesman, rather the assistant referee, already raising his flag for offside. But that was a clever long ball from defense up front, from the man, Walter Acholi. Just to remind you about the other sensitive rules at this very stage, the team with more goals at the end of the return match shall be the winner of the tie. If teams are tied by goals at the end of the return match, away goals rule shall apply. If teams are still tied, then spot kicks will decide. Just in case this game ends like it is, penalty kicks will decide. There will be no extra time. We shall head straight into the penalties.
Do you sense any goals coming, Ronnie, as per the game is being played out?
Definitely a Godwin, given the attacking prowess of but again, also the defense of Acholi that has Walter Acholi, that has the likes of Dennis Ogola. You can't underestimate a big and interesting encounter we are going to witness in this encounter here at the strongest squad Bunyoro province have assembled in the history of the drum. Remember, they've never gone past the group stages. This is their chance with the strong players they do have, despite missing out on quite a number of players who did turn up in the first leg encounter at Masindi. Talk about Jamiru Kisutu Mvule, talk about Crispas Kusima, and of course Derek Chigundu. They are some of the notable players who didn't travel with Bunyoro all the way from Bunyoro to Gulu at the Peche Stadium. Jesper Ahewa with a quick throw-in, trying to find Cabon Living, back to Jesper. Possession lost, and again it's a throw-in for Acholi province. Poyo.
Poyo, as you say, Ronnie. But remember, Bunyoro hasn't won a game against Acholi. So
waneno dano tiga katika ka inini magitiga lok mabeyo gitiga wachini okelo tiga wachini okelo Isaac tiga wachini, and I'm live from Kampala. For matek mot wadan ma Kampala char Walter tiga wachini 1-0 for Acholi team. Neno bene kaka inini dano makilo nyeni Loam Steven tiga wachini good job bro. Willis tiga wachini Willis tiga wachini live from Entebbe. Acholi is going to win this match of 4-12. Ngatu kene bene tiga ka ini makilwonye ni Moses Lata tiga wachini watching from Kuwait City. Acholi is going to win this match for 4-12. Moses mod dano mi Kuwait kono kiyungi chel bene waneno dano maki manye Sam waneno dano makilwonye ni Sam timakija tiga tiki screen madonga kan chino mirenen kan yes waneno dano makilwonye ni Patrick Okot Sam tiga wachini I'm watching live now. Good job 4-12. Kidong bene Patrick Okot Sam bene furacheli tiga wachini in Onyama 4-12 moto wadano Onyama mono beru gang enu kidong bene wan watiki nying mawaluon kunyama mawaluon Nyambiko modano Nyambiko wenkono Bunyoro tiga chwe dil mabe 12 makumbiri inini waneno la defense wati garmatek and to But
Piece of skills from the skipper, Dennis Okotola, who is unattached. A long one here. Great control from Deo Gracias to Joke. Ojok Deo Gracias.
okay, tuku. Ay.
away
Oh
by
dear.
Gift Fred.
Acholi tika buku
That
Bunyoro
was
ma right to
calculated
alko bidi.
was, but beautiful game reading from the player in a Gift Fred for Bunyoro province. Carbon leaving, trying to go past Okot Ola. I just don't know why they are recklessly losing possession. Whenever they try to find Karim Dugwa, they lose possession. The passes are not so far perfect with just 17 minutes played, Godwin.
There's a lot of spaces between Karim Dugwa and maybe Carbon Living. You can say Carbon Living must have that man to fetch that ball, take it up front, or maybe even Senkava. I see Senkava relaxing on the left wing. Why don't you engage yourself in play so that the team may be able to attack on the front foot? But if he's resting and then Karim Dugwa is waiting for the ball, or even Brian on the right side has been doing well, but only for Senkava right now is not performing. Maybe Senkava needs to come into this game because even Carbon Living has been engaged in the first 16 minutes or so.
A long goal kick there from goalkeeper Abdul Chimera, of course, replacing and coming in directly to replace Crispas Kusima, who is not on the match day squad this afternoon at the Peche Stadium. Jackie Shamungu in the middle of the pack for Bunyoro. Slots it to find Jesper Ahewa, the skipper. Great a piece of defending there from Owini Ronald Ogenga. Long crossing here, chance for Brian Ahewa in the box. Brian Ahewa, chance for Bunyoro.
Whoa.
A shot here, it hits the crossbar. Big chance for Bunyoro.
Bunyoro.
Oh my God, how did that miss? Now a counter for Acholi. Brian Mato. A chance here. Chance for Acholi. Trying to go past one. Acholi. Denied.
Come on.
Keeper Chimera. An interesting encounter we are witnessing here.
End start.
Bunyoro, remember, Acholi survived in just a blink of an eye. Again, now Bunyoro have survived. Corner kick for Acholi. Interesting encounter. This is the beauty of the drum. Dominic Ayala, the player in for Acholi. Look at this. Look at this piece of skills from Brian Ahewa trying to go past one. Tries to shoot. Look at this shot from distance. Hits the crossbar. This was the big chance and the best chance to find this game. With just 20 minutes played, the corner kick here for Acholi. Dominic Ayala. Let's see what will result from this corner. Quickly taken in. Greatly headed away by Gift Fred Al.
Corner kick.
Interesting encounter we are witnessing.
I like the way Bunyoro are playing. No fear at all. Maybe the systems right now are matching because even Acholi has averted to 4-2-3-1 with only Otto Isaac as the front player, but he has the support of Mato, Brian, Ayla, Dominic, and then Ojok in the middle. Why don't they create more chances? But we have seen they've got that chance, maybe according to how they can progress in the fourth areas and then converting those chances.
Bunyoro aware that away goals will be key in this encounter. They know if they can get that goal, a chance here. Goes out, misses out by inches. That was a big chance from the man there, Wood Muliki, one of the most experienced players in the Acholi province team. The build-up was just perfect, and the final execution from Wood Muliki was perfect, only to miss out by inches. Big and interesting game we are witnessing, Godwin.
I can see Wood Muliki putting on number 10. That's the beauty of it. A centre back, maybe right now playing in midfield, but taking the mantle, taking that leadership. And you see, he has made that run up to the goal area of Bunyoro to ensure that he gets a chance, which has gone begging, but at least he's doing his part. Playing as a sitter with Felix right now, he had this chance going forward. Maybe he'll get another chance in the time to come.
It is battle of the quarterfinal. Big encounter it is. Who will bow to each other? Will the Acholi bow for the Kabalega boys, or will the Kabalega boys bow for the Acholi? We are yet to see in this highly interesting encounter. Gift Fred with a beautiful piece of skill. Ramadan Dudu back to Gift Fred. Great pass to Gift Fred to find skipper Jesper Ahewa. Pressurized but still in possession is Jesper Ahewa in the middle of the pack. Slots it back to find Dudu Ramadan. Dudu Ramadan with the long one to find Adibo Samuel. slots it forward. Let's see. Ball goes straight into the hands of Mr. Safe Hands, Derek Ochan, the goalkeeper for Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, in the start time Uganda play quickly.
Okay, Willie Sticker watching on Kakany. Willie Sticker watching once again. Big up to Lakwed TV for the great job. For it, this is a watch along. I wish Beru come live come. Actually, futigo deal ka Kenyu. Actually, tigo dealu. Magitika tier box ka Kenyu. Giti tier box.
So far, keeping the strikers in Otto Isaac and of course Dominica Ela and Joke Deogracias. So far, keeping them well, keeping them at bay, not allowing them to.
For Matek Willis.
Great defending it is, and of course also the defense of Acholi that has the likes of Okota Felix, Ochora so far doing so well, keeping at bay the attacking prowess of Bunyoro that has Karim Dugwa, that has the likes of Brian Ahewa, and of course Cabon leaving Messi and George Senkaba. A long one here for Bunyoro. Brian Ahewa trying to open up here. Asks for the ball. Chance here, Senkaba to Adibo, but that wasn't the best of passes, and the ball just went out for a goal kick. Interesting encounter it is. The gentleman on the screen, Samuel Adibo, one of the longest serving players for the team Chitara FC that is currently in the FUFA Big League. Of course, most of the players here for Bunyoro, they have quite a number of familiar faces who turn out for Chitara FC. When you talk about Ramadan Dudu, Brian Ahebwa in possession. Volleys that ball. Wood Muliki loses position in the middle of the park. Mungu Jakisha. A long one from Mungu, trying to find Cabon, leaving Messi, trying to go past the court. Great piece of skills from Cabon, lays in a cross. Greatly saved by the goalkeeper. That is Derek Ochan. That was a brilliant move. And that was some beautiful football from the gentleman, Cabon, leaving Messi as he tried to go past the skipper of Acholi, Dennis.
That
was some beautiful football again. The combination of Karim Ndugwa and George Senkawa in that movement and situation was just perfect. Wasn't the best.
Both teams are
here anyway. Coordination between the two attackers, that is Ndugwa and George Senkawa. With just an hour played at the Peche War Memorial Stadium. It is still Bunyoro. This is the drum. Round of 16 return leg. Chance here. Senkawa trying to find Brian Ahebwa. In possession still is Brian Ahebwa for Bunyoro. Look at this. Brian Ahebwa in the box. Great movement there. Senkawa intercepted beautifully by Ayala. Ball cleared away for safety, and it goes straight into the hands of Abdu Chimera. Quickly starts it to find Ramadan Dudu. In the middle of the pack is Jakisha Mungu. Launches a long one, trying to find Brian Ahebwa. Great control. That was Senkawa, but not the best of controls from the URM new boy, George Senkawa.
That's a good link up between Senkawa and Karim Ndugwa, and that's what they needed. Maybe having that speed on the left wing, Cabon leading, and then Brian Ahebwa on the right wing. It will be good for them if they can make those opportunities work out for them.
A long one here from Ronald Orenga, trying to find, of course, the player in Otto Isaac, who is also unattached. Remember it so much in Chiboga Young, Otto, Ronald, of course, talking about players like Jamir Mvulet Situ, Chansia, let's see, Dominic Ayala. Lays it back to find Ayala still in the box. Chance for Acholi, playing 1-2 in the box, greatly intercepted by Mungu Jakisha. Wood Moleki, the versatile player, charged beautifully, and the referee says there was a foul, and it's a free kick for Bunyoro province.
Mungu Jakisha there playing superbly, and he was the man of the match in the first encounter. The first leg ending 0-0. He was awarded with the man of the match accolade. What a performance he's putting in right now. 31st minute, but he's all over the place for Bunyoro.
All over the place, and of course his energy and of course ability to run from place to place, cover those distances is one of his strengths. The player in Mungu Jakisha, who turns out for Buhuku United. A chance here. Let's see what will come out from this throw in. Of course, the gentleman there on your screen, Samuel Adibu, being given instructions from his coach, Mark Atwina Masiko. Let's see what will come out from this throw in here. Adibo decides to play it back to find Ramadan Dudu. Chance for Adibo to lay in across. Beautifully lays it in. Ndugwa with a chance here! Ball goes out. Acholi survived. Another big chance squandered by Cabon leaving Messi. Beautiful crossing it was from Adibo Samuel. And a snapshot from Cabon Messi. Look at this again. Look at this timely cross. The flick, the snapshot goes out by inches. Actually survived. Game on.
Credit to Bunyoro because they are building and building their intensity there, because they're getting the shots. Maybe they're off target, but at least they are there. For Acholi, they are nowhere to be seen. Only one chance so far. The goalkeeper's faced 1v1 there and saving it, and the goal and the back line they are clearing the ball. But for Bunyoro, they are reaching there, getting those shots, getting those attempts. At least it's good for them so far.
This is not what the huge crowds at the Peche War Stadium would wish to be witnessing here, but this is what is happening. Another long ball from Jakisha trying to find, of course, Ndugwa, but intercepted by Dennis Okot Ola. Another free kick here. A player brought down. Give Fred, of course, bringing down Brian Otto, rather Isaac Otto, the player there for Acholi province. Interesting game so far. So far, the game leading to its billing. From wherever you're watching from, of course, this is Fufa TV, the home of Ugandan sport. The Fufa Drum is the competition and tournament we are witnessing right about now. The fans coming in huge numbers. Remember, it is all about celebrating ancestry. As we see what will come out from this free kick, Felix Okot, known for firing in those powerful shots, he goes for shot. Not the best of free kicks are from the man Felix Okot, who turns out for Maroons FC. That was a chance, but squandered. I believe he would have gone for probably starting that ball, but he decided to go for goal. Not the best of shots, and the ball just went out for a goal kick here at the Peche Stadium with just 10 minutes to the end of halftime.
Chimera Abdu, they are not troubled by that shot because it went far and wide, and now it's a goal kick for them. Can they do something with it? I can see Gabon Levy trying to control it, but also going out.
Beautiful football we are witnessing here at the Peche War Memorial Stadium. Felix Okot to Dennis Okot with the long one, trying to find Ayela. It is a big battle. Let's see here. Dispossessed of, referee says there was a foul, and it's a free kick again for Bunyoro province after that foul. Look at this. Yes, that was a very brilliant call. Deogracia Sokjok, the player who turned out for Tusker, of course, pulling the player in Gift Fred. Let's see. Ball cleared the way for safety by Bunyoro province. That was the gentleman by Jesper Aheba, the skipper. Great pass here from Senkaba, trying to find the skipper, rather trying to find Gabon Levy, but the ball wasn't well measured and just went out for a throw-in that is going to be taken by the skipper, Dennis Okot Ola.
Do you think the floor is slippery?
I wouldn't say it is a slippery. It is very, very much favorable for that free flowing football. And so far, it is not affecting either teams with just 10 minutes to the end of halftime. A free kick in here, a foul by Bunyoro skipper Jesper Ahewa. Let's see what the referee Kavuma Vicen has to say in this situation. A player brought down is Mato Brian Kasim, and it's a free kick that is going to be slotted in by the player there in Owin Ronald Orenga. That was a foul. Yes, that was a foul. There was contact. And let's see what will result from this free kick. Can the Acholi find the back of the net? Chance here! Oh. Again missed. It's a corner. I just don't know why the goalkeeper in Chimera Abdu was very fast to come out of his goal. Big chance there, but still not yet safe. Bunyoro province, as we await to see what will come out from this corner. Brian Mato Kasim getting ready to swing in that corner. Corner kick taken by Brian. Chance here. Punched away by goalkeeper Chimera. That was a clever punch from Chimera.
He learned from his mistake. At the first flight, it wasn't good, but the second flight in that corner, it was superb. Knocking the ball out of danger and ensuring that defense gets in his places before they are attacked again. You can give him credit because if he had done the same mistake again, maybe there would have been questions on his head. But right now, so far so good for Bunyoro.
Adibo Samuel for Bunyoro.
Actually, pekitika to ikitro manorwate. Pangeo kagimo belake. Waneno actually tika gwe dano marach to al chao wengi tika gwe dano mere de gitika gwe Bunyoro. Tugre wang tia beru foul ke kan ko tek kom daktil mal to 12 padangi. Oh dear. Ka enini waneno actually gira gitika temo ne bene ento pegitika taking control of the game to 12 pegitika miu Gian pekitika tiki be paperu ki gang botwa ka kan pange ka gwa konyo fans ya petika miu wo moro mo pian patika neno dan mo magitika gwa konyo ka pie tutwal nyo ka dongo chinge nyo ka dange chi enoni chamu kene bene ngeo luturu mena mapara dek ene dong beru fans chidonka nama para rio I mean chika yin nene lingo mot mano fan megiti ba chi chamo kene pe beri yoto twal man ene aneno gen matie dano mero bere ta guakeo anyway any kirwa megwa me actually aneno pol kare kiri wala we mogo kachala mano mapaje ka ini mano biro mano ko medong chuny dano bet yo mada go jili chao keno ki tude no gi jude ta chi angeni jemi mogo mo berga teme kwa wa tutale Carmelo nyomi we are so sad hey god goalkeeper mao ono keeper okay Ganeno striker mamegwa na mabero forward mamegwa na mabero no team liet no tika no chairman liet kigo marach
experience is so far being exhibited by the skipper.
I can say both backlines are doing so far so good. There, Dudu Ramadan for Bunyoro and
Dilo Amabo.
They are doing so far so good.
Chero kung nendare dil daw chichil dud nama beer ma megwa dare aya nama bichel tiga tu dil ma bet twal ka kenyo kigo marach nama adek o cher o clearing no okay aya nama beer ma megwa dare no dilo kigo marach o cher chiudak kona chidong babala kongo kuro neno ka kona inindo romo yokai ie ma Acholi chero olo kigola chiel mo ikina kada keka abij mudong enini kauno kongi romo moto chiel mo chida ke cher gi winyo maduong ki bot coach kadong yongelo chien gore aya kona bino ka kenyu ala peñ mera dong mabe dong bino chale wala chiel du dan okay ka kenyu go udilo nyene kin dano ka kenyu aya
Arenga loses possession. Karim Dugu on the counter. Let's see with a few minutes play.
3-on-3. Kakenyo da ono Bunyoro kwa hilo.
Was beautiful, but that Bakila. But again, the assistant referee had raised the flag for offside.
Maybe in Kabole good at this one because Karim Duga only had one intention to go find those four running players. Jose Kaba was making the run on the left side. Kabon Levy making that run on the right side just a bit inside. But he was caught offside. Maybe they need to do something about it because the balls they are getting, they are good. But the use of those balls in situations like that one I've been wanting.
Great encounter. Of course, we are witnessing here with just less than 5 minutes to the end of our time. A long free kick here from the goalkeeper, Derek Ochan. Let's see Dominic Ayala here. Long ball it was. Ball again is out for a goal kick. Interesting football so far. We are witnessing both sides aware that they drew goalless. They don't want to make any mistake. They don't want to concede. If they don't score, then they don't wish to concede. Acholi province, of course, in the first edition, bowing out from penalties in the quarterfinals at the expense of Bukedi here at the Peche Memorial Stadium. Can this game also go straight into penalties? The last time Acholi went into penalties, of course, they did win. That was in the finals. But the last time they went into penalties in front of their own backyard, that was in the first edition in 2018 against Bukedi, and they were shot out by Bukedi. Mungu Jakisha with a clever through ball here. Chance here, Brana Hewa. Senkaba with the shot, blocked by Hood Mulichi. Beautiful football we are witnessing here. Interesting encounter. The encounter, I must say, is leaving to its peeling. George Senkaba there with the shot, beautifully blocked. This is interesting.
Beauty of the FIFA drum, you can say, because both sets of players are dying for their badge. And I can credit them because 0-0 approaching halftime, 0-0 in the first leg, you can see both sets of players are willing to go to the line for this good result for both sides.
Of course, Denis Ola lays it back. A long one for Mochora, trying to find Otto. Deogwashe Sojok with the beauty. Ball taken away. Senkaba, the workaholic Senkaba. I just love the way he's covering the spaces, the distance he's covering. He is leading by example. One would think he would only be up front, but he's all over. And so far, making those timely interceptions.
Yeah.
Okot takes it along with the long one, trying to find the gracious joke, the big man on your screen. Plays it back to find Okot. Again, ball is out for a throw-in, quickly taken by Okot. Referee says there was a foul. He orders for the retake of the throw-in. Retaken by Okot to Brian Mato. Loses possession. Karim Dugua beautifully finds Cabon Living. At Cabon Living trying to go past the shoulder. Goes past one. Let's see. Lays it in. Chance here. A great flick overheader. Not yet safe. Ball cleared away by Hood Mulichi. Trying to find Dominic Ayala. But again, Ramadan Dudu was in the right place at the right time to clear it away. Brian Ahewa finds Karim Dugua. Ball cleared away by Okotola. Another interesting battle we are witnessing here. Mungu Jakisha passes it on the right to find Adibo. Letia still in possession is Adibo. Broke down. Referee says it is another free kick. With just 1 minute to play, Hood Mulichi had a push on Adibo Samuel. They need to be careful. This was the chance. Trying to trip him down and finally tripped him down. And it's a free kick for Bunyoro province with just 1 minute to play. This is the biggest chance now for Bunyoro. And they try to find the back of the net. Can they break the deadlock here with just a few minutes to play to ensure they go in for recess with a very sweet lead? Let's see what will come out from this free kick. Goalkeeper, of course, Derek Ochan commanding his troops. The referee indicates a minimum of 1 minute, additional time at the Peche Stadium. Additional time at the Peche Stadium. A free kick here coming in. A free kick here coming in. A punch away from the goalkeeper. A punch away from the goalkeeper. That was a beautiful punch. That was beautiful punch from an experienced custodian. From an experienced custodian.
They are leaving to service line for the second time. But I credit goalkeepers for both provinces. They've been doing so far so good. Abdul Chimera there for Bunyoro coming out to save a corner. Even Derek Ochan coming out to save a free kick. Let's see what comes of this corner kick. Let's see what comes.
A Chassini has slaughtered in. Chassini has slaughtered in. Goes out. That was a big chance. Goes out. Again, that was a big chance. Well used but again, by the not well used George Senkara in what George looks to be the finance looks to be this encounter in this first encounter half. And the referee makes no mistake. And the referee makes no mistake for the break at halftime at the Peche break at halftime at the Peche walk Memorial Stadium. An encounter that has seen both sides creating a number of chances. Both goalkeepers. Chimera for Bunyoro, and of course Ochan for that is Acholi
control more to quite on the game.
At the first half. Dennis Okot trying to tell his troops to come back stronger.
Actually,
Huge second half. We are
kagwak gengi generu kit me yup ka jemine piani control play nenu midfield ka kenyu timotali weng winga supply pere nenu dano petiga no dilu neno bene en team pa choli futgu gora la ka chel mo fut pe go cherry a dressing room go gora furi si koni waneno kong wanyang ka che nen okay oh gene o team makija ya bera neno jeme mogo ka en mano do hono for wata ben mabe to twa ci udilu mere gera tiga tuke etro Acholi umiro hotel church no mege tourmo ma di toile ma fudo ki bora Acholi pe wata ka neno ne okay all right wane alo toro nen chalo chuin gitiga chue pikit magien gitiga toro kere ke kenge giti temni umir gen kong ikien ge ke ken kong be gi yup kong lok igi ikien ge ka kenyu piani dilu petika chiar kamo gite dilu mage temna neno ber mere ngwai moni kenyu ke ken bene aneno man Tabo Joseph Tabo Joseph, wana tiki kid nying luma wa mwani kenyo ma wachi ni Oeli. Oeli tiri ning. Afo the 12 word ma. Yes, afo enen wa Lakwed TV. Jemine futiga wad mabe. Kidong no aneno to tiga to American eto to tiga to kany. Put gena peleng tutwal ka in me maro dilu chi ngeo ni orotono to ka jalo initi on a home ground no mir ini bet ki control kom to mamigi ato one power ticket control mo ga ken ma eni gen mo marach twal ke go marach bena funds bena pega to dano pega ka dange dano be pega ka mieli teng ba dano be pega ka koro gen madi gena vuvuzela neno eni bena chamo ken ana be ko kom funds ma mego piani gena petiga time ma be twal will stiga wani once again big up to Lakwed TV nanen eni don pola kwana ge liweng eto pe ge bena nyuto gidako ka chile chel ka kan dan ma gitiga neno ki yo nyama motiken bot kuno yo nyama abi kelo potu analysis me to ma enuni anabitual ne ati kuno kibot jomano giti studio ka loko enuni ci anabitually douangi keken ci mono ene wobi gake yeka kenyo
Godwin Bullet.
Yeah.
Every coach sizing each other up. Mark Twinamasiko giving as much as he can get. And, of course, the pair of Geoffrey Akena and Robert Ojok, plus Oloya Moses, having a lot to scratch their heads. Fortunate for them, they are all bald-headed.
Definitely. I was expecting that. But I'll give you a parting shot later. But speaking about the systems, the way they have played, the way they have deployed their teams, I think they're equally much coming into this game because both teams are playing 4-2-3-1. At first I saw Bunyoro advancing with 4-3-3. But for Acholi, they have not changed from 4-2-3-1, and that's what they have been doing with their players, and maybe the same. Because talking about Bunyoro, 5 in the midfield, only one linking player, that was Kabon Living in the first few minutes, linking to Karim Ndugwa, but then they had to switch. There, Senkaba George was playing on the left. Now he switched up to the center, and we saw him get some opportunities on the ball. But also Kabon Living got some time on the ball, taking those 1v1s to the right back there for Acholi. They've been good, but on the right side, Brian Aheba has not been effective. I don't know why. Maybe the system is not favoring them. But so far in these moments, the system is working for them because they are away. Still, 4-2-3-1 is good for them right now. Not need to even to change. Only for Karim Ndugwa to get that support. He is not getting those processes. He is not getting that link-up play that he is used to be getting, even in the way he plays, the way he's deployed. Alexis Sawi knows how to use him. That's why he scored goals. Maybe Mark Twinamasiko needs to make that twitch to ensure that Karim Ndugwa gets the services delivered to him, like that cross they are coming from the right-hand side. Maybe Kabon Living missing it. They need to do a bit of that, even for Karim Ndugwa, because he's a good header of the ball. Talking about Acholi side, they've been too compact in the midfield. 4-2-3-1 again. They've been deploying Hudmulich sitting with Felix Okot. Maybe they are at home. You need to free them up. Their only system known is 3-5-2. Why don't you deploy that? At least make sure those wingers take you forward. But it's not being done for Acholi. I don't know what the coach there, Geoffrey Akena, needs to do in the coming second half.
Of course, both sides missing chances right about there. We've just seen a header going wide of the goal because it touched a defender en route to goal. But again, we also saw a shot hitting the crossbar for Bunyoro as they tried to make breakaway. But I have a question always. Why would a coach try to complicate systems?
Yeah.
You have Karim Ndugwa, you have George Senkaba. They're all target men. I would think the best way to play them is to have them as a double attack. one, maybe the taller one trying to face the fast balls, and the more versatile one trying to get the knockdowns. Then have Carbon Living playing the wing as they always do. And of course, maybe Brian Ahewa can drop because he was always dropping in the first game. But having all the three strikers and then trying a system that puts Senkaba on the wing. We've not seen Senkaba flourish so much on the wing. Now, this is where the challenge is. The same way I'll have questions for Acholi in their setup, but let us try to dissect this. Don't you think Karim Ndugwa has been over-respected because of his form and played as the lead striker? Yet Senkaba can also do the same. And probably if you think you have both, why don't you play them as a twin striking partnership and try to bring the long balls to them and try to...
I was anticipating that coming to this game, because seeing Karim Ndugwa in the lineup, George Senkaba in the lineup, they both have good aerial presence. Their physical ability is massive. When you see a player like Karim Ndugwa starting in the opposite team, definitely as a defender, you get that fear that I'm facing a man. Right now, Malcolm Namasiko needs to make that switch, as you talked about it, Tendo. Why don't you deploy that to center strikers? Why don't you deploy that to Brian Ahewa? And from Carbon Living, because for Carbon Living, you can do that day in, day out, afternoon after afternoon. But for Brian Ahewa, maybe he needs to dribble one or two players to get those crosses. But at least if you can change that for Bunyoro to go, maybe the reason why he has not changed that, because he needs that compactness in midfield. Because even to Acholi are compact in midfield. That's why you don't see many passes, ground passes for the midfield, ground passes from both teams, because all of them they are suffocating that midfield. And the only option would have been the wing players. And the only option would have been the wing players. But the wing backs, Bunyoro and Acholi, they are not doing that. Maybe if I was talking about Acholi, maybe Agandu is on the bench. Talking about Acholi, maybe Agandu is on the bench. If you have to make a switch, if Agandu bring him on, change the system to 3-5-2, make Agandu play as a wing back, Agandu play as a wing back in the midfield, and the third midfield. On the right, Agandu can be positioned there, and on the right, Ayala Dominic can stay there, and maybe Ayala Dominic can stay on the left as he was, and maybe Otto Isaac, who has been playing as the right winger, to come in the middle, because Ojok Gracias has not been effective in this game. You can get that link up between Otto Isaac and Mato when Mato is playing, because Mato in the first half for Acholi, he's been getting those balls, but only that creativity is lacking. And their ability to beat their players 1v1 is lacking as Acholi. They are at home. They don't have that freedom. They're playing under pressure. Why so in these moments? Yet they need that win. Going into penalties, you never know what is going to happen.
Yeah, you talk about that going into penalties. We have 45 minutes for any coach to change this approach and try to capitalize on the weakness that we have seen. We've seen weaknesses there in the attack for Bunyoro, but not necessarily in their defense, because they have the chance to spread out their defense. And of course, Acholi are not utilizing that. We are seeing Dominic Ayala moving through the pockets that are left. Where is Isaac Otto? Isaac Otto is missing in action. Deogracious Ojok looks like he has not played with his teammates for quite some time. And it's obvious that he came in camp after they had played the first game. The other thing is now, there was a system that did not score goals, but they tried to create telepathy in Ojara Dennis and all that. Then they were seeing the chances coming, but still the midfield has Okot, then there is Hood Moliki playing there, and of course Brian Mato, who is supposedly better off in the wing, being a fullback, to try and cross the balls. But again, who is he going to cross to? The target man now looks like the tiny Dominic Ayala. Isaac Otto is lost. How can you reshape that if you were the coach? But the proficiency of Bunyoro today, I think they are very tight in defense. I like even more than they were in the first leg, because I think they know if Acholi score with their 13th and 12th person, because it's not just the 12th man. With that kind of crowd, they have more than 12. They could be having 12, 13, 14, and 15th man in that. If they get a goal, pandemonium will break loose, and they will not have a chance to come back. That is why they are very tight. How can Acholi try to breach that defense?
As I've said, Tendo, you have some players on the bench. You have Agandu, they are playing as a right wing back. Mato Brian has been of sort effective, but not so effective on the right. Ojok Deogracious has not been in this game. Maybe Otto Isaac, you can not blame him because he's not been getting those delivery, those services. You can just excuse him for that. But Ojo, he was expected to be in this game and make sure that he strings those plays and link up play. But he's not been doing that. Maybe you get Matt O'Brien, put him in the center and link up with Otto Isaac. Not changing the system. 4-2-3-1. Not changing the system. Maybe and then get Agandu on the right wing back because he can make those ones and cross those balls. In the moments that he had in the first leg, Agandu did well, and Ayola Dominic in those moments that he had the ball, he's been doing well. Maybe they need only to take that responsibility to ensure that they get something because they are at home. The freedom is theirs. Maybe Udmulichi is the one even taking responsibility as a sitter with Felix Okot. How do you expect him to make those ones every time? And yet he has to make that double pivot of covering the centre back with Felix Okot. A lot needs to be done by the coaches Akena Joffre there and his assistant Oloya Moses.
Yeah, of course, the foreign-based player that started, Ojo Del Gracias, of course, not living up to the bidding. But again, Bunyoro have another foreign-based player in Tlabara's Jamal Malish. He started the game the other time, but today he started on the bench. But he's there together with Edson Agondeze and then Lucio Mutesa plus Wabulo Emmanuel, who we saw having quite some good time there. Then Boma FC's youngster, Ashraf Ali, are some of the players they can look up to Bunyoro in trying to change the game. Who do you think they can touch, despite the fact that they are trying to play well? Probably they would be better with the away goal if they get it.
Definitely. So far, so good for Bunyoro because that's what they wanted. I think that's what the coach, Tinamas Komak, wanted going into this game because he knows he was going at an away pitch, which is hostile to any team going there, even if it's Vipers, even if it's Express full of supporters. Right now, he only needs to make sure that he gets the best advice for the players because in the first half, they've done so far so good and statistically, they've got more chances than the home side, actually. Maybe it's a plus for them. Just get those players on the ball, as I've mentioned. Karim Ndugwa there, link up well with, if he's not going to change the system, Karim Ndugwa link up well with Senkaba, and then Carbon Living, make sure that you get those crosses. Even Senkaba, take that responsibility to make those moves going up front so that you get some chances on goal.
Yeah, of course, the people of Acholi land will always keep saying Lubanga Tie Gulu, thinking that, of course, God will reign supreme there. But the links we knew about Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom and Acholi still keep them together. Let's hope the Gipiris and Labongo today open the gates and we see some goals. Over to the second half with our man, Ronnie, who is available.
Welcome back for the second half here at the Petro Memorial Stadium. Action between Acholi Province and Bunyoro Province. Of course, both teams are going in for quick changes at the start of a second half. Substitute there. Surprisingly, Brian Ahebwa is being withdrawn here for Bunyoro Province. And of course, the gentleman that is taking his place is Wabulo Emmanuel, who turns out for Dav FC. And of course, also Acholi making another quick substitution prior at the start of second half. A gentleman in Mato Brian coming out. Of course, we are yet to see who has come on, but as usual, we shall confirm to you. We are underway here for the second half as the referee, Kavma Yusuf, gets us underway with Acholi in proceedings here as they try to ensure they can get that much needed goal. Just here for Acholi. Ayala! Hits the post! Hits the post! That was a big chance. Bright start for Acholi. That was a very, very nice shot from the gentleman Ayala. Unlucky for his effort to hit the post. Big chance and bright start for Acholi here at the Petro Stadium.
Good response from Acholi because in the first half they did have a shot at target, but in the start of the second half, Dominic Ayala there missing by a whisker, only hitting the bar in the process. But at least they can take that positive in this game.
Bright start for Acholi. Remember, they are the defending champions. They don't want to get eliminated at this stage. They want to show that they didn't take the second edition of the drum by mistake. Thus, they've started on a bright note. In the middle of the pack is Hood Muliki, heads it wide. Of course, the gentleman who has just come on is James Otim. turns out for Umbale Heroes. Of course, talking about James Otim, he has previously played at clubs such as Bull FC, clubs such as Busoga United. He is blessed with speed and, of course, a pace. Expect a very interesting encounter here. This was the chance again. Look at the timely shot from Ayala. Denied by the post. Chimera was already beaten. That was a big chance from the young striker, Dominic Ayala. Born and raised in Gulu, had school stints with Chibuli SS. Of course, he was one of those Chibuli best players in the recently USSA games that were held in Arua.
You need intelligent players in such games. You can see the turn that Dominic Ayala made prior to that shot. At least those glimpses are what actually need, because they are at home. They need to grab this advantage, make sure that they get a goal in the first few minutes of the second half.
No good news, of course, for Bunyoro province here. With just 2 minutes into the second half, their inspirational player, their creative-minded player in Jakisha Mungu is down, back on his feet, but hopefully he can get back on the pitch. Look at this healthy conversation. This is the beauty of the game. Two players, their teammates at club, but right about now, they are rivals, Walter Ochora and Karim Dugwa.
And I can imagine what they are talking about. I can see Karim Dugwa warning Ochora. Oh, yeah, it was Felix Okot there. At least they know themselves in.
Chance here! Big chance from the big man there, Gracious Ojok. Again, his effort just goes inches out for a goal kick. Bright start here for Acholi. This is the player who has just come on, brought in life immediately. Our team, Dennis, great player he is. Given his speed, he can do anything on any day. This was the chance. Look at this. Look at the snapshot. Great one it was. This was the long one for Ochora. The control. Great shot it was from the Gracious Ojok. Formerly at Bull, now at Tusker in Kenya. Gift Fred clears it away. Brian Ahewa off. It looks like a surprise to many. Of course, Brian Ahewa, given his experience, given his ability in front of goal, he is off. But let's see what the gentleman in Wabulo Emmanuel can do. Of course, an update coming from Bugolobi in the other encounter that is being played. Action between Kampala and Bukedi. It is 1-0. That game started exactly at 3 p.m. The goal coming in the 7th minute from New Express FC defender Derek Ngobi. 1-0 it is. In case it ends like that, Kampala will be just here. Go in. Okot in the middle to find Hood Molechi. Otim trying to go past one. Otim lays in a cross, headed away. In the middle of the park is Karim Dugwa, loses possession. Great interception it was from Otim. Tries to launch in that course, and ball just goes out for a throw-in. Dennis Okotola, the skipper of Acholi, getting set to take in the throw-in. Just in case this game ends like this, we shall head straight into penalties. This won't be good news, because the last time Acholi played here and they went into penalties at the Pechewo Stadium was in the first edition against Bukedi. They went on to lose in that encounter to silence the huge Peche Stadium crowds. Let's see on the counter. Player brought down. Referee says play on. In play. Of course, the referee is now throwing. Kebon leaving, trying there to ask the referee how that was possible.
He was expecting a foul call, but didn't stay on his feet. Had he on, maybe the referee would have blown a whistle for a foul for Bunyoro. But right now, it's advantage to actually, which has been again blown for an offside by that player, Dominic Ayen.
Once again, just to remind you, the next round is the quarterfinals, and that will be played on home and away basis. From the quarterfinal stage, 4 teams will qualify for the final stage. That will be played in a round-robin format at one venue. The top 2 will clash in the final to determine the winner, while the bottom 2 teams go for the third place playoff. That will be interesting. In attack here is Bunyoro. That long ball from Ramadan Dudu wasn't the best, and it just went out for a throw-in. The crowds are silent so far at the Peche Stadium. This is not what they expected. They are used to goals. They are used to celebrating. But so far, another call from the referee. Guess it was an offside from the big man, Otto Isaac.
Actually, they are starting on the front foot. They are making sure that they suffocate the defense of Bunyoro, but definitely chances are going begging there an offside, and then missed chances hitting the bar one and then one going out.
Chelsea trying to take on the new boy. Fresh legs trying to go past the court. That is Ashraf Ali. Back to Senkaba, to Karim Dugwa. Senkaba here. Great tic-tac football it was here from the Bunyoro province. Or team on the move, trying to go past Gift Fred. A chance here. Great interception. Good recovery from Gift Fred. Beautiful, beautiful football we are experiencing here. The new fresh boy, the new fresh legs on the pitch in Ashraf Ali, so far doing so well, giving a lot of headache to the experienced Dennis Okotola. Karim Dubois trying to find Jakisha. Possession lost. Hood Moleki versus Senkaba. Wood wins the battle. The referee says there was a foul committed on Hood Moleki. Tries to lay in a long one. Chance here for. But again, there was again an offside from the young man, Dominic Ayala. Interesting football.
The hunger is there, but they need to time their runs because a chance will come begging you offside. Why don't you make sure that you're in the right place at the right time? Maybe it will be good for them.
It will be good for them if they time those runs. But so far, they are the team with just a few minutes into the second half, showing that they are more hungry for goal. They don't want to go into penalties because the memories are still fresh. From the last time they went into penalties, memories very fresh. They didn't win that encounter here at the Peche Stadium. But again, the good news is the last time in an encounter in the Fufa Drum, they went into penalties. They managed to go past Bukedi in the finals to become the second team in history to win the Fufa Drum. Look at the crowds. Look at the passionate crowds. From all over Gulu, I believe and I trust everyone is Gulu. All attention is on this match. This is the encounter they need to win. Remember, a lot is at stake if they go through. If they win, each player will, a minimum, pocket 500 Uganda shillings only for this win. That alone is the reason they've started the second half on a brighter note. I beg your pardon. 500,000 Uganda shillings is at stake just in case Acholi can go through. Look at these passionate fans. This is the beauty of the drum.
Definitely. That is huge motivation for the players because 500 in a single day, just 90 minutes. Why don't you make sure that you get the ball rolling and get the game winning by just doing what is expected of you? Because you have the players, the coach is good, you have the history on your side, you are at home, the home support is on your side. Do what is necessary. Maybe the occasion of going to penalties may be an undoing for Acholi, but then it might be an undoing for Bunyoro. It's according to how this game is going to be played out in the last minutes of this second half.
One of the provinces, one of the districts, one of the stadiums that really attract huge numbers when it comes to attendance is the Peche Stadium. Very passionate crowds. I just love the good sportsman spirit they did show. That was last evening when Bunyoro held their last training session here at the Peche Stadium. The Acholi fans went on to cheer on the Bunyoro players. That was fantastic, and that rarely comes if it's not the Fufa Drum.
Football, the spirit that binds us, I can say, because if away supporters can even come and watch the training of an away team, what an occasion there for both sets of teams.
55 minutes played as we are heading into the mark of this encounter. Action between Acholi province and Bunyoro. It is still 0-0. Good Mulichi there. This by Mungu Jakisha. Great timely sliding tackle it was. Karim there brought down. Referee says it's a free kick. Felix Sokot in the middle of the park. It was Hood Muliki. A big battle it is. Big battle between Hood Muliki and of course Karim Ndugwa. Not so active, but in the second half, trying to be involved in the movement for his team, Bunyoro province.
Now he's waiting for that chance to ensure that he gets a goal for Bunyoro, and that's what expected of him, irrespective of how he plays, the 1-2 plays, but a goal is needed from him.
Debo decides to go for a long one, but again, ball just goes out for a goal kick. Out at the number of players missed in the Bunyoro province side. Of course, Jamir Mvule Achisitu being missed so much. He is one of the players who adds those attacking options. Talking about Chigundu Derrick. Of course, not forgetting the goalkeeper, Christmas Kusima. But again, in his absence, I must say, Chimera Abdu is so far living to the task. A free kick in here. Let's see. Debo is brought down. And the first yellow card of the game, of course, is also unleashed here. And it goes to the young man, Dominic Ayala, for fouling the player in Samuel Adibo. Let's see what will come out from this free kick. As we approach an hour of this encounter, it is the Fufa Drum return leg in the round of 16. The live on Fufa TV and of course live on all our social media platforms. A long one here from Ramadan Dudu, greatly dealt with by Walter Ochora. Headed away again, not yet safe. Again headed away by Hood Mulishi. Let's see, in possession, Jackie Shemungu. Well, it was George Senkaba. A foul there by the gentleman. Capone leaving Messi. And it's a free kick for Acholi. A long one there. Forward from Owinyi Ronald Ogenga, formerly at Deje University. Remembered for that brilliant goal that was an equalizer against Proline FC, then in the Star Times for Big League at the Philip Omondi Stadium. A confirmation of a yellow card there. But of course here we're seeing Owinyi Ronald, but that yellow card, I must say, it went to the youngster, Dominic Ayala. Long one here, started by the goalkeeper, Chimera Abdu, straight into the hands of Derrick Ochan. Great football we are witnessing. Just to remind you, action will return tomorrow. The Fufu Drum return leg. Oh, Derrick Ochan goes down. There was some bit of contact between him and the new boy on the pitch. Of course, that is Ali. Ochan is down. Just to remind you, action will return again tomorrow. Of course, all action kicks off at 3 p.m. West Nile, of course, traveled all the way from Arua to Karamoja to take on Karamoja in the return leg. Of course, remember they do lead by 5-0 from the first leg that was played at the Green Light Stadium. They have all the chances to go through to the quarterfinals. And the other interesting encounter will come live at the Nachisunga Stadium, rather playgrounds in a Chetume, action between Buganda and Chigezi. Remember from the first leg, that game at the Kabale Municipal Stadium did end in a barren stalemate. Who will go through? All that will be witnessed tomorrow. Long one here, trying to find Omo Otto here. Jakisha with a beautiful pass. Great one to it was. Game well read by the skipper Okot to find Hood Moleki. Look at that piece of skill. Look at that. Trying to go past one. He goes past Jakisha, lays in a cross. Not yet safe. Deo washes the joke. Beautifully finds the team. Goes past one. Or team. Not the best of passes there, but that was some good piece of skills between rather from Otim, and that pass, of course, from Deo Washes the joke was just beautiful.
I can say OT is isolated in front there, not getting the supply that he needs, that he yearns for. Why don't they? I see a change there. Agando Fred coming in. Let's see how he's going to be positioned in this pitch, because they need those flanks working, or maybe the midfield going forward in search of goals and opportunities.
Another experienced player coming on for Acholi Province, Fred Agando. Talking about versatility, he is one of the players who gives you that. The Jersey 12, currently at AC Villa, for clubs, of course, such as Proline. He was part of the Budo SS team that did win the Copa Coca-Cola then in 2019 in Fort Porto. The team had players like Idi Babu, such players such as Joseph Ochaya. He was part of that team. He went on to play for the Cubs in 2020, that team that played against Zambia before they were eliminated. Fred Agando, lots of experience. Fred Agando deployed this evening in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
Just like I said, when you talk of versatility, he is one of the players who gives you that.
I can say the coach still trusts Otim Dennis to take the team forward, passing by the right wing. That's why Fred Agando is more centrally in the midfield as a number 10, linking the play to the number 9 Otto Isaac there. But really, is Agando capable of doing that job? Let's wait and see. But he has the capability and ability, but maybe the awareness to do the best in this situation and in every moment will be crucial for Acholi.
A player down here for Bunyoro Province, of course, Gabon leaving Messi. No good news. It will be. Look at the passion. Look at that. You only find this in the Fufu drum. Confirmation of a substitute, of course, Isaac Otto coming off, and the gentleman in Fred Agando coming on. Great football, great atmosphere here at the Pechewo Memorial Stadium. It is the Fufu drum, live on Fufa TV, and of course live on all our social media platforms. The return leg of the round of 16 match between Acholi. Over an hour past this encounter, just in case it ends like this, penalty kicks will decide. Of course, some of the cultural leaders are from Acholi, and of course Ronnie Kalema, the FUFA EXCO member, of course, attending this match as the match commissioner. Big money is there. Ronnie Kalema, also referee Kavuma, telling the player in Gabon leaving there was some bit of contact. Look at this again between him and Hood Mulichi. One would say he somehow acted, because I didn't see that elbow, that contact with the elbow from Hood Mulichi. Chance here from a team. Again, referee says the ball had gone out, and it's a goal kick for Bunyoro Province.
Castle between Hood Mulichi and Gabon leaving, both sets of players once for URA. You can see that they know each other in and out. Maybe that's why there was a tussle there. But indeed, the referee played really well in that situation.
Actually, here on the attack, player broke down. Referee says it is another free kick. Beautiful football we are experiencing. Of course, Bunyoro know they can still live up to the billing. They can still get the results they need. Ayala is the gentleman who was brought down in there for Acholi Province. Long one there, started by the player Rogers Adube. Chance here, not the best of controls from the experienced and versatile Hood Muliki. Ashraf Ali slots it back in the middle of the park. Karim Ndugwa. On the counter is Karim Ndugwa. Great sliding tackle, timely it was. And it's a throw-in for Bunyoro Province. Quickly, Mungu Jakisha, the man of the match in the first leg. A long one here. Chance here, let's see. Great recovery from the experienced Walter Ochora to save Acholi Province. Is in here going forward, taking the ball forward. Another timely tackle from Karim Ndugwa. Look at that battle between the teammates at club, but now they are rivals in the FIFA drum.
Beauty of the FIFA drum, ancestry at its base, because those players know each other, but right now they are facing the guns at each other. Ochora. I saw the tussle there between Karim Ndugwa and Ochora, each winning the other.
Not the best of all is chance here for Acholi. Goes for shoot! Goes out! That was another chance for Acholi. That was a fantastic shot from the player, the big man, Isaac Otto. Isaac Oto, the player on your screen there, currently unattached. He is the player who had that big chance. Look at that again. Not the best of volleys for Northern Dudu. How do you do that in such an area? How would it have been if that goal had gone into the back of the net? Look at that shot. The idea, I must say, was brilliant, but the final delivery was unlucky for the player for it to go just out.
Was superb there, taking that shot, Isaac Oto. But talking about the defender, Dudu Ramadan, he tried to volley the ball on his weaker foot, on the left foot. Why would you do that? And let's make sure that you are in the stable conditions to make that clear.
Another free kick, but again, Karim Dugwa there, not a happy man. He believes and he thinks he's the player who was brought down. And he believes he would have won the free kick for his province, Bunyoro. But the referee, Kavuma, had the decisions and of course said it's a free kick for that is actually quickly taken in the middle of the park. Bunyoro regained possession. Quite passive, finding the new ball on the pitch. Acholi plays it back to Adibo. Stretches it long one. That's the for Karim. Ball goes straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Derek Ochan. I just love either side's defense. They are experienced.
Yeah.
They are so far doing so well in Singapore. Could be
Giving Karim Dugwa a hard time. The backline for Acholi, they know they're dealing with a tall guy, physical appearance better. Aerial prowess is superb, but right now denying him that chance on the ball. And so is Dudu Ramadan and Gifford there. Maybe at the start of the second half, Acholi was seeing more of the ball in the opponent's half, in the final depth there, third phase. But right now, the gaps have been closed down.
Long one here from Muchura. In the middle of the Capone leaving Messi, trying to go past. Of course, the player in Adube Rogers, still Capone leaving. Launches in Capone. Karim Dugwa again, loses possession. This possession rather off by Walter Ochora. I must say, Walter Ochora is so far doing so well. He just knows how to tame Karim Dugwa.
Karim Dugwa, you can say, but I notably noticed that man there on the screen, Jakisha Mungu, playing well in the midfield as he did in the first encounter, first leg. Right now is all over the place again, making sure that the midfield is intact and is cleaning up and tidy.
Clever footballer, Jakisha Mungu is a cross in here! Denied, saved by the goalkeeper Chimera. Some bit of poor communication between Chimera and his defender Gifford, but you don't take away the credit from that movement and situation. It's a corner for Acholi province.
Gifford, they are being superb in that moment, and then the goalkeeper Chimera doing his part.
Ball still in play. Crossing here. Chance here. Gandu with a nice pass here. Player who turns out for South Sudan side at Labara. Of course, the other player who plies his trade in the diaspora is Joe Ojok Deogracious, who turns out for Kenya's Tusker FC. Ball in the middle of the park. Possession regained by Bunyoro. Gift Fred launches in a long one, trying to find the new boy, Ashraf Ali. Jakisha Skipper Ahewa loses possession. Agandu in the middle of the park, doing well so far. Look at that from Agandu. Beautiful football. Otto. Gift Ali puts it out for a throw in for that is actually Province. Let's see the skipper there, Jasper Hayward, turning out from Barra City. Of course, now he will be playing in the start times of a big league. A long throw in from the skipper, Okot Denisola. Again, headed out by Jasper Hayward. And again, free kick. Heavy downpours at the Pleasure Stadium, but not even the heavy downpours can stop the passionate fans from watching on this very beautiful encounter. It is the Fufu Drum. You're live on Fufa TV, of course, live on all our social media platforms, YouTube in particular. Don't forget Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It is the Fufu Drum. It is all about celebrating the ancestry. Mungu Jakisha broke down. Referee Kavuma says it is a free kick. Referee getting set to take out the yellow card. Let's see. Third one it will be in this encounter. Of course, Ayela already being booked. Agandu is the player.
And he's waiting for him to get up.
Exactly.
He's telling him,
look at Mungu
get up
Jakisha.
and I reward you with this here.
Agandu brings down the clever Mungu Jakisha. Look at the referee Ali telling him, get up, don't time. Get up and receive your card. Of course, it is a yellow card. Showed to Agandu Fred. Not yet over. Bunyoro think they can still find the back of the net. Agandu in the middle of the park. Doing so fast one coming on. Ayela to Agandu. Clever ball it was. Searching ball it was. Trying to find Ayela. Timely clearance from the goalkeeper Chimera. Throw in. Heavy downpours at the Pleasure Stadium, but the fans are unmoved. That is why we call it the Fufa Drum, and that is why we are celebrating our ancestry. The love for the province, the cultural love is so far being evident here at the Pleasure Stadium. Long throw in. Another throw in with just 12 minutes to play. Can Acholi hold on to this priceless lead to march into the quarterfinals? We are waiting to see. But at the moment, it is raining all over the country. A confirmation of a yellow card there, showing Agandu Fred of Acholi province.
Definitely, Agandu Fred has got that yellow card, but so far the minutes he has been on the pitch, he has been effective, bringing that corner which led to a goal after a few attempts and shots on goal. Right now, he's in the tussle in the midfield because he knows the power and the balance is needed for that team. You can see they are now positioned as a diamond for Acholi midfield. How can they handle the pressure that is going to come their way? Because even I can see Jakisha slotting in front, Abbas sitting as a pivot 6 for Bunyoro.
Chasing for an equalizer here. Let's see. Acholi lose possession. Agandu again loses possession. Give Fred. Launches in the long one. Hood Muliki, the goal scorer. A hero he will be, just in case his goal can win this match, just like we are witnessing here in the middle of the park. Chance here, broke down, referee says play on. Great one to it is. A through ball here trying to find Ayela, but it wasn't well measured. And it just went straight to goalkeeper Chimera. No time to waste. Holds it, getting ready to see where he can put that ball. Great drop ball from the goalkeeper Chimera, headed away by Hood Muliki. Now all over every place. Again, great defending. Chance here, cleared away. Beautiful football we are witnessing here. Actually, have been searching for that goal. They finally got the goal. Now the big question is, can they defend it with just 10 minutes to play here at the Peche War Memorial Stadium? Adibo here trying to, well, getting set to make that throw in. Was quite a number of fans coming in with their umbrellas, but the majority, despite the downpours, they are so far unmoved. Adibo Samuel getting ready to take in the throw in. Adibo, another substitution, of course. Dennis Ojara his own. I don't know where he will be deployed, but he's also one of those versatile players. Faster for Ojara, the lanky Ojara, featuring for Nuparaka. Ojara, that was the best of passes. I don't know if his intention was to shoot at goal or he aimed at playing that ball to Otto.
Maybe, but you can see his energy coming onto the pitch, making that run up straight on the left wing. But I think he's going to suffocate the midfield too, because the coach right now there knows that it's the lead for them. They only need to protect it. That's why he's bringing on Ojara, known as a defender in his early ages, early years, maybe in Chitende St. Mary's, right now on the Paraka, playing as a centre back, now playing as a midfielder, defensive midfielder for Team Acholi.
Talking about players who are so versatile on the pitch this evening, of course, you can't move away without talking about the player Dennis Ojara. Just like Godwin said, was a striker during his days in Chitende. Of course, sometimes deployed as a right back, also played in the heart of defense. Just like you see Fred Agando and of course Hood Muliki, ball cleared away for safety. Straight to the clever Mungu Jakisha. Ramadan with the long one from the back, headed away, not greatly headed away. Let's see, Karim Dubois in the physical battle. Okotola raises high to head it away, again cleared away by Otim. Still in possession. Confirmation of another substitution for, that is a Bunyoro province. Gabon leaving Messi, going out. Player in Asava Richardson turns out for Credo FC is the player who was I beg your pardon, it is Agondeze Edson of Chitara who's just come on replacing Capone leaving Messi. 7 minutes to play. Can actually hold on to this very priceless goal that was scored by Hood Muliki. Of course, goalkeeper Derek Ochan taking his time. He knows it is in their hands. Bunyoro only need a goal to ensure they can go through. That is the beauty of the game, and that is the beauty of the away goal rule. You might think everything is in your hands, but believe me, when a goal goes in and it's for Bunyoro, everything will be changed. The dynamics, the chemistry of this game will be changed.
6 minutes to go there, you can sense the panic from the defenders of Acholi, but also the pressure is on Bunyoro team to deliver in this last few minutes.
That's here, Acholi still hoping they can find goal number 2 to seal it off. But at the moment, it is still 1-0. Action from the FIFA Drum, of course, will continue tomorrow with 2 cracking fixtures. Will come at 3 p.m. Of course, all games kicking off at 3 p.m. Karamoja will be taking on West Nile. Remember, in the first leg, Karamoja lost 5-0. Of course, Ibrahim Dada scoring a brace and the top scorer so far of the FIFA Drum. And the other encounter that we played right at Nachisunga Playground in Chetume will see home team and former defending champions Buganda locking horns with Chigezi. That encounter ending goalless in the first leg at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Declared by Giftfred, denying Ojara that chance in there. Skipper Jesper Ahebwa for Bunyoro. Look at the heavy downpours, but no one is moving. The fans, the crowd is unmoved. What a win it will be, a well worked for win. This was reckless. I will be surprised if the referee Kavuma doesn't splash out that yellow card. A reckless foul it was. Right call from the referee Kavuma Vincent, who has so far had a good game here at the Peche Stadium. Look at this. Look at this. That was reckless from the clever Mungu Jakisha. Very lucky not to go out with the yellow card in there.
Maybe the referee doing the right call there, but also Jaradin is ensuring that it takes a bit of time because it's only a few minutes to 90 minutes. He needs to do the best. In that area, a free kick to them, it may be an advantage.
Long one from Agandu, goes straight to the hands of Chimera, quickly starts it. Let's see, great one to it is. Mungu Jakisha goes past one, cleverly goes past Hudu. A long one, Ball still in play. Let's see what will come out from this result. Chance in here. Greatly defended, not a save. Let's see what comes. A chance. A shot. Ball goes over the bar. Goal kick for Acholi. That was a chance. That was the right move. Kabon Living is still on the pitch.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Kabon Living Messi is still on the pitch. Goal kick in here for Acholi. Look at this move. Great 1-2 it was. Great control. How I wish he fast controlled that ball. But he decided to go for a quick shot and it just went over the bar. Time not the best ally for Bunyoro province. They are pushing because they know the importance of that goal. Just in case they score it. A long one here from Ramadan Dudu. Again, going straight into the hands of Ochan. Look at how Ochan is wasting the time. He knows they are in the lead. He knows if the game ends like this, the defending champions, his team, will be through to the quarterfinals. Long one from Ochan Berry, headed away by Gifred to find Mungu Jakisha. Great pass from Mungu. Back to Mungu in the middle of the park. Look at the turn. Great turn from Mungu. Reminds me of Kezironi Kizito. Those beautiful turns in the middle of the park trying to go past opponents. Karim Ndugwa in there. Not yet over. Great intercepted by Felix Okot, the big midfielder from Maroons FC. Long one here. Headed away by Walter Ochora. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Can actually hold on to this lead to march into the quarterfinals. Free kick again there. Quickly started. Abbas Katerega launches in the long one, trying to find Dugua. Kabon Living Messi. We know the havoc he can cause when he's facing one against one. Chance here in the middle. Let's see. Not yet safe. Play down. Let's see what the ref says. Because the referee says there was offside.
It was an offside from the referee there. Maybe it was a correct one, but it was a chance for Bunyoro to seize.
What a moment it would have been for the Kabalega boys. Just like I did mention, look at this chance. Samuel Adibo here. Battling with Ojara. Bringing him down. What a moment. Because this is the best Bunyoro team they've assembled in history of the FIFA draft. Remember, in the first and second edition, they never went past the group stages. This edition assembled a very strong side, managed to hold on actually at the Bunyoro Stadium, rather in Masindi last week, that game ending goalless. Of course, just like it was in 2019, with Acholi getting maximum points, beating up on Bunyoro by 4-2. Here they are, of course, trying to ensure they can repeat what they did in 2019 with just 1 minute to play. They know it is in their hands to lose. They know they have all the chances now to sail through to the quarterfinals. The defending champions, Agandu here on the attack. Agandu with those through ball here goes for short. A ball goes straight in the hands of Chimera. Quickly reacts to start it. Not the best of distributions from the goalkeeper Chimera. As we await to see the minutes that will be added in this encounter. It is the FIFA draft round of 16 return leg action between Acholi and Bunyoro. Acholi leading by 1-0 that was scored by Wood Emuliki. Tough call for the man of the match, of course, it will be. When you look at the number of players who have put up quite some impressive performances, you can't, of course, underlook Mungu Jakisha. Of course, the gentleman in there, that is Ochora Walter, and the goal scorer himself, Wood Abuliki. But of course, that is not our decision to make. The technical people rather are in there to make those decisions. With the free kick here being quickly taken in. Team Chelsea are lacing the cutback. Great game reading it was from the skipper Jesper Hewa. Not yet safe. Chance for Acholi. Possession lost. Let's see here. Ojara. Ball goes straight cleared away by goalkeeper Chimera.
The pressure on Bunyoro right now. You can sense that Acholi want to kill off this game before even the final whistle is blown. You can see Ojara there, hungry as a lion, trying to patch up things. Even Agando Fred.
Acholi are just less than 2 minutes, rather, are 2 minutes away from marching to the quarterfinals of this edition's FIFA Dram. Remember, we are celebrating our ancestry. Peche Stadium, what a moment it will be for the huge crowds. Not a disappointing evening. It will be, just in case they can get this win. Not just safe headed away. Maklish Jamal finds a Debo Samuel. Maklish Jamal again. Chance here for Bunyoro. Jackie Shemungu. Chance here! Short blood. It's not yet over. Just like they say, look at that reckless challenge it was from Good Muliki, rather from Okot Felix, as he tried battling with Abbas Katerega. Adibo lays in a sweet cross. Chance here! Great save it was there. He knows now he can take a few seconds there. They ensure they can hold on to this priceless. Ochan quickly starts it. Otim. And the center referee, Vincent Kavuma, makes no mistake to end this encounter. Actually, have marched into the quarterfinals. Interestingly, that priceless second half goal from Hood Munichi has ensured Acholi has marched to the quarterfinals. Look at the crowd storming Peche Stadium. This is the FIFA Dram. Actually, the defending champions are still into this contention to ensure they can defend this title, become the first province to do so. The passionate fans, as usual, have stormed the pitch to congratulate their players upon that big victory. The goal scorer there, rather Otil, being carried by the fans. Interesting scenes at the Peche Stadium, but here at full time, it is Acholi 1, Bunyoro 0. Over to studio for full time analysis.
Teach my LT my tech to 12. Come very any tier ma go cheranyim kona chulu lawyer. Aramira 4 to 12 won joma berkanano one chake me o ya kiko birimeto odi mo kija berka yele to 12 ke dul me fufa chi gen pego ye gotwa new mire one wa cholu won gine yang live chida tamni cha mukene perom ber yo to 12 bot won do mukene go no kiri duone me muadon wundo ramu winyune chi ola angen oloto winyu duone kidong bene oloto waber ka neno gini wenka chel first half neno ka chel second half don to time kitman o birone ana 4 to 12 to mamia to 12 kono full time tio mano chuli tie mago do mamia to 12 yo to 12 better defending champion kama ini no cha mukene pressure better ma tek to 12 komi ineno pressure better ma tek to 12 chi amaro kitma actually go handling kere pressure ma mege ya anangeni ni amala chen ka chen enda ko onyo to mo ko be yupe mano go onyo actually one waram kelo pre-match eto kadon broadcasting go onyo to ki komeni cham kenung no lok me copyright donc paye boto ka kenyo in iber ka neno wa ni reta kenyo mot kidong poj ma diet bene chero borri waneno kono tugo mogo mutuke man tugo chalo me English Premier League gele eni bene waneno ada Aston Villa kata ki lochi kom Everton ma la mordilo enoni me chelo ber Danny Ings mano assist and Oli Watkins and mumio Kidong bere yongela chien be waneno dong Emiliano dong Buendia o mio bene o no bene golo mena Mario ma fuda chiel bene en dano me Oli Watkins en bene en Watkins en o mi assist be enoni kidong bene on goal be beru kibot Lucas Dine chigo mio taro ogak achario como chel eto red card yellow card down nova you inside Aston Villa Philip Coutinho no Lucas Din no waneno Dannings be no kidong Ashley Young be no ki yung bot Everton waneno Tom Davis no yellow card ya si toko tiemo tumo angeni won jomo kene mo mar dilo chalo me English Premier League pene kenyu oloto koni wacher kakama chi ka jomano mir nena chigi neno mera chel manye Derek Lara tiga wani thanks bro afoy matek total Derek ngara chel bene manye Francis bene tiga wachini nice move for this one yes kia neno bene ka enini waneno Derek Lara bene chel tiga tim mer chia tim ko mano foi mar tich mamegwa kidong bene David Pio tiga wachini you are doing a great job la did the band for the 12 good vibes for matek 12 yes ka ini bene waneno Francis tiga wachi here we go here we go for the 12 Francis then okay what neno ka ini no tie de ke amogo mo ber ka dong ci dong o ber ka po mere widano Kampala testing Kampala K testing tiga wachini video is lagging. No, the video wasn't lagging. Enoni was just a picture no chilma wakero piani pero ubertie any kid me nongo authority kibot fufa lock my streaming totally any live chike go marach potime and kid madong no ameroni inyo ngarmo rong wachia chon iwaju botwani ibe nyur to on live yes mono enoni kid mauna Acholi province go ya okede nyo mirwe wachwal to gi kamaleng waha ento ki go marach fufa wani ko one power be one again one ope ki pay one ope ki copyright me nyoto gin ini ka ini bene neno dano makiwachi ni nguyo Kennedy tia wachi ni kane live okay Kane live in Gulo Acholi versus Bunyoro province for Matek Nguyo Kennedy. All right, kakenyo atem wachu bot Danma no kan go ber to atir enone kameleng Danma no pegoniang ngoma tiga time because ka ini neno chan Michael no tika waya video pekado nga ka ini bene Decisive matie imorto bene no tika wani duane ke kan video ne pekado chidongo wachini watir merlok matio kameleng elokom copyright sidong ka inini watiki and Decisive matika wani and is live from Moroto okay for matek moto dan Moroto kenyo Decisive bena obeko no tukunini obigir wa ya bichi konjero kego maraj dan po teme waneno kel tika wajini Gigi for Bernardo Kematega why big up for the Acholi team. Yeah. I am man kona la rema chel ma kilonye ni Tabu Joseph ma wachini former workmate. Wachini wele amori yes ana foi matea wele mojing luwa eno. Tia lokka ko tia kamelen kai. Wele ni uchiake kama ni la cho mono tege dakane no dakane chidong ingeu mon mugo chalen ken paje eni no ka o cha me dek okay luwer chware gilwo chware ni okay helper yeah you helper bien kan chini anamo endo gwaro chere dok tik kama chware ti ye you don't go helper bien kan helper bien chidong kama kan helper kuja bere helper ngam cha helper bien kan chidong endo wajiko ni anamo dong chware dok gang chido TOP dong cái chware dong chido endo wai kong be bo pian ni winyu ki kuja no ki luo ni helper we endo bar ben chware chwai weli mano dong ki kom helper ni mio ele ke binong pi lua ginu time ko dong wo ba ni amala chien era dong era verity kira apoy wata to Willie Sika, once again, big up to Lakwed TV for the great job. For it, man, Patrick Ukot, Sam Mateo Kunyama Kuja, for it, Nano Kunyama Mote Wadano Manyam Biko. For Matek. Great job. I'm watching you now. For Matek. Dano Benamati Kuwait, Moses Lata, T Kuwait, for the 12, way anything a nano. Okay, Acholi, yeah, in Berchala never. Why Acholi be one lawyer? So Acholi be one lawyer. Will is Betika Wajini, Will is live from Entebbe. Acholi is going. All the never don't do on car. And then can you bena? Leom Steven Tiawani, good job, bro. For Mata. Kadon Kan Bene, Watiki Chara Walter Matega Wani. Acholi, Chara into in a town the jazz. Ni 1-0 for Acholi. Chara Walter to be on and Kikome. I don't remember now come enemy. All right. As I okay live from Kampala. For it well, Derek Tewani, thanks, bro. For my tech, Derek, for Derek Lara. Ojane. Jim Wang Tiga Chakane Ben Kagikine, ye work Benanong, one man on Kubiri, Tokotimutumo, Wabene and Tukumanian, Chinako Nano Wunuka Chel, Morgan Makawai watch along, and Moatim Wakidu, show me a dong, Ginoma Madi to 12, Mutime, Oberpek, Eka Canyo, and a foy, Dare Wayniamalachian, Kona Wachi Jakamalo. 1 foot wamare a near Malachian Ruban Waku. We put Willitin Kidiwoni, no watika chel, no one carried what you need is studio Kakan. Fire.
Sending love to my motherland. A beautiful place in Africa. They love like a family. But please don't step out our toes now. We are the elephants. Oh yes, I know we can. Kariyaga, karichora, wanareteku. Kori badiji, kori wani don't reteku. Kariyaga, karichora, wanareteku. Kori badiji, kori wani.